Bonjour les amis. Today I am in the heart of the Touraine region, in a small village I have already introduced you to last summer. We are in Chhédigny, otherwise known as the Flower Village, somewhere between Tours and Loches in the Touraine region. Chhédigny is famous for its rose bushes, over 1,000 of them they say, the Flower Village. It has been awarded the coveted title of Remarkable Garden of France. And there is a well-known festival in May each year. It just happened last weekend when hundreds and hundreds of people descend upon peaceful little Chédigny to admire all the roses that are in bloom along the streets. I came early in the morning, but it's already 10:30 a.m. and several groups of visitors have landed here. So I thought I would film a little bit before heading out just for you. And I'll be sharing in this video link the information about the previous tour I filmed here last August. Very few people live here. It's quite a small village. I'm going to go to the quiet section where cars are not allowed. Now, one thing that is interesting here, if you're a gardener, landscaper, or if you just love roses, is that all the plants along the houses have tags, and they tell you what each variety is. In fact, here is a sign that tells you how to read the tag of a rose bush in France, how long it blooms for, with the letters on the top, the year it was created, the variety with the name Belle de Londres here, and the creator of this variety in the bottom. So with this, you can pretty much explore the village and figure out what all these rose bushes are. Now, there are people around, but I'm sure last weekend for the festival was very, very much crowded. I was somewhere in Normandy on the road with another tour group, and I couldn't make it, but I'm thinking it was probably very busy. Anyhow, this one is for you to enjoy the glorious scenery here in Chhédigny, in the heart of the Loire Valley. And these are people who actually live in those houses and take care of those gardens. When I came in August last year, the roses were almost all gone, but the gardens were still very lush and pretty. There is a famous one here known as the Priest's Garden, and I've just visited it, and I'll be sharing photos and videos of that garden on Instagram in one of my stories. You can go and check it out. Look at this. I cannot share with you, unfortunately, the scent of these rose bushes, but it's quite spectacular. This is the little street that takes you to the heart of the village, the post office, the city hall, the school. And look at this one. Over 1,000 bushes, they say here, rose bushes. Now, as I mentioned in my previous video, Chhédigny is also an artist community. This is how they saved the village decades ago. I'm literally standing right under a magnificent rose bush. Talk about climbing roses here. Les rosiers grimpants. So this won't be a very long video, but I just wanted to share this with you. Everything except the scent of these glorious flowers. You have some pretty village homes as well. There are a few cars around for locals, of course, and also because there are a couple of Airbnbs around here, or apartment rentals, I think. Here's an old road sign. You don't see these much anymore. And the modern version. And look at this. We're not very far from Chenonceau, indeed. Indeed, the Chateau de Chenonceau that also has magnificent gardens. The purple home. And the fountain. And here's a sign featuring their famous Festival of the Roses that happened last weekend. I have got to smell these. Let's see. Oh, wow. The Pink Cloud, created in 1952. I'm just going to take you to the up the street right here to the end of the street. And I'll be on my way for a new adventure. You can see a lot with trains and buses around here, but if you do have a car, it's easier to visit these small villages. Here's the old wash house, le lavoir. I filmed the last time, but without the roses. Look at the size of those leaves. It's a magical place. There's also poetry on some signs. Sometimes there are quotes from famous writers like Georges Sand. And always tags so you can identify the flowers. This rose was created in 1935. A beautiful home. Your perfect French country home. How about this one? Wouldn't you want to live behind those gates? The scent is wonderful around here. Ah, I'm not the only one filming, see? Look at these guys. There's a wisteria up there. I've almost reached the end of this lovely street. There are more to explore, of course, on the side. So if you come to the Touraine region and if you have a car, I would definitely add Chdigny, the flower village, to your list of places to see. It's pretty year-round, even later in the season. In the meantime, if you've enjoyed this video, give me a like, please, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel so you do not miss the new content I upload on a regular basis. À bientôt, les amis!